Hey guys, Marvin and Kidder back again. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Um, Here to give my thoughts on this week's episode of Supergirl. Actually, um, as well, as always. This is episode 14, and this was the episode was the directed by Alex Alexander. You probably recognize that name. She is the woman that actually directed a couple of superhero movies, including one by the name of Punisher Warzone. She didn't get credited for it, but yeah, she did direct it. So I definitely wanted to shout her out. Um, this episode, the name of this episode is the catchphrase of what Superman used to go under. Truth, justice, and the American way. And this episode picks up right where that last episode left off, and basically, throughout, what I can say is throughout the whole episode, you can see there is kind of a little bit of a animosity between Kara and John, who she believes killed her aunt Aster, which we all know was Alex with the kryptonite sword. In this episode, the main plot is basically aliens who have escaped from Fort Rhodes are being hunted down by this bounty hunter or so by the name of the Master Jailer, and it's up to the Kara and the gang to find him and stop this guy. We start to realize that not all the aliens that the jailer is capturing, some have turned over a new leaf. They've changed. They're not uh, how they went in and how they are now. Uh, that's one plot. We also know that the other plot that's going on in terms of Kara's side of things is the fact that Kat has hired another assistant, and this assistant is very gung ho. She's very kind of almost, I would kind of call her a teacher's pet. She's trying to work her way back up. Her name is Smythe, Saban, Sobane. I can't pronounce. I'm trying. Slowbane. I think that was her name, but I know her last name is Smythe. Uh, and she's kind of got that attitude, like, yeah, I'm better than you, and she just really kind of ticks Kara off throughout the whole episode, and even saying how she's gonna make it. She's trying to be the next Cat Grant, make it to the top herself, and how Kara's gonna be this. Uh, this also plays up the fact of the other main gist of this episode really is the fact that the 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 object of a hero, you know, what makes a hero who she or he is, the morals, codes, you know, being that they have Maxwell Lord locked up, and now people are starting to wonder where he is, and people are starting to look into it. Um, are they better than him, or are they becoming more like him in a sense? And there's a good scene between Jimmy and Kara about that, and I thought that was really well done. Uh, so that was also a good ploy in this episode as well. But the main gist of the Master Jailer, he kind of reminded me of Takashi Takeda from Mortal Kombat. Like he had these like extended chains that would come out, and he would use them and things like that. Just like Takashi Takeda from Mortal Kombat, he had the. So I was just like, this dude kind of reminds me of that. I wasn't surprised in who the Master Jailer was. I wasn't shocked. I kind of figured it out. I was like, yeah, one of these cops is one of it. I figured that. But there was a lot of like hints or winks that I'm hoping everybody else caught. One of them being where Kara said, "I thought Mass worked in the other city." So basically, I guess she was talking about Gotham, So that's one. And then when they try to figure out who the master jailer is, John says, he could be an interstellar bounty hunter. And then Alex says, you don't think, and John just says, no, he's not. And I'm thinking, were they hinting at Lobo? I'm like, okay, that was another good one. But the end of the episode ended pretty well. Um, it ended well on the haps, especially in terms of, especially with Maxwell Lord, is like, okay, they let him go, but it's almost to the point of, okay, if you tell on us, we got basically dirt on you, so we'll rat on you. And so kind of like it's make a break for both if one, you know, tells on the other. Um, this episode was good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't necessarily the best. Um, Comparing it to the past few episodes before that, no. The other ending, the what also ended, which was kind of interesting, is once again is Kara, trying to get some information from the AI that looks like her mom, and it's almost like there's this one word that instantly like sets off almost a fail-safe device or like a detonation. And also Kara now is just like she can't be around Jean because what she believes happened. And that really plays a big factor as well. It's like, and you can see that throughout the episode that was playing with Alex too. Is like, I have to tell her. I can't keep lying to her. And that was the other thing, once again, honesty, especially with Jim and Lucy. There's a lot of things that go on in this episode. So that, like I said, wasn't bad, but pretty good. The next episode, which airs next week, is we get to see the Fortress of Solitude, and we get to see former Supergirl Laura Vanderroot come and play the role of I forget who she's playing, classic character too, but so it's gonna be the two former and the new Supergirl in it, but she's just playing a new character. But other than that, guys, this episode was, like I said, it was decent, good. Kara did the right thing, and she is truly, truly becoming what she's destined to be. Um, so yeah, other than that, a very good episode. Thank you, Miss Alexander, for the great direction. Um, I still, mostly, guys, the biggest thing I still can't wait for that crossover, which is coming. Found out some new information about the crossover. So the fact is, it's called World's Finest, and it looks like it's going to be Flash and Kara taking on Livewire and Silver Banshee. And man, does Silver Banshee the woman playing Silver Banshee look spot on. If you haven't seen the pictures of Italia Ricci, oh, God, you got to check it out. She looks great. She looks spot like Silver Banshee right out of the comics. Just good stuff right there. But other than that, guys, this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. As always, I'll catch you guys on a flip flop. I'm out. Take care.